The Oxford Dictionary defines ethics as moral principles that govern a person's behavior. AI ethics is a collection of moral principles to maximize AI's benefits for the common good and minimize potential harm from its development. It's natural to think of AI as a computer's intellect and perceive it as something beyond human control. But AI models are still conceived, designed, developed, trained, and refined by humans at this stage. So, a vital issue that AI ethics must address is determining human accountability in AI development and identifying who is responsible for the AI's actions once it's operational. It would be an understatement to say that artificial intelligence could help humanity. It could democratize and improve access to education, revolutionize drug discovery in healthcare, and make a decisive push toward environmental sustainability by optimizing energy consumption. At the same time, AI's widespread adoption poses significant challenges regarding, among other perils, data privacy, dissemination of false information, and job displacement. We're not far from the day when advancements in robotics and AI will make it possible to manufacture competent AI weapons. Moreover, AI can potentially penetrate a country's critical infrastructure systems from a distance and paralyze its economy. These issues make many governments anxious and eager to be the first to develop a more capable AI. This is a classic example of moral hazard, in which a few reap the benefits of technology while the potential risks and damages are distributed among the many. This dynamic creates an environment where the incentive to push boundaries in AI development is heightened despite the associated risks. So, the international community must promote the debate on AI ethics and agree on sustainable AI development principles. Besides security risks, AI poses significant socioeconomic challenges. It's expected that many jobs will become redundant due to AI. According to an analysis from the U.S. White House, about 10% of U.S. workers are in jobs that face the most significant risk of disruption from rapidly evolving AI. In addition, the report found that workers with less education and lower income are especially exposed to AI, raising the risk that the technology could amplify inequality. But many experts believe that layoffs are not just coming for less educated workers. On the contrary, NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, who is at the forefront of AI innovation, says that kids no longer need to learn programming. Imagine the implications of that. Using AI ethically starts with building AI ethically. To achieve that, AI developers must adhere to ethical standards regarding the training data used for AI models. Using as much data as possible is natural, and those who don't will probably develop less sophisticated models. But training AI with personal data for which you don't have the necessary user permission, or training with web-scraped data against website policy, is unethical and can be seen as IP theft. Governments worldwide understand that it's time to act. Even the Pope weighed in on AI at the G7 summit in Italy. He was one of the first global personalities falsely portrayed as wearing a Balenciaga coat and a white cross through Gen AI deepfake. His attention was piqued by the emergence of technology that can produce images that are perfectly plausible but false. Consequently, he advocated for AI regulation, stating that AI offers new freedoms, but also the risk for tech dictatorship. The European Union was the first global player to introduce a regulatory framework on AI. Known as the EU AI Act, this EU legislation aims to protect citizens, businesses, and government agencies by making AI development safer and more transparent. To comply with such legislative requirements, AI developers must make the necessary investments to protect their models from bias and discrimination, protect consumer privacy, and ensure compliance with EU standards. Initially, this would require extra costs, but then the compliant organizations would have the opportunity to reap the benefits of responsible AI. Hopefully, global powers will soon agree on a unified framework for AI governance that transcends national boundaries. This would level the playing field and facilitate international cooperation in advancing AI technologies in a manner that prioritizes human well-being and safety.